and speak and physical, and you have to hear him.
A dream is the greatest form of revelation. An open vision is the greatest form of sight.
Wow.
Greetings, family. Good news to you. Good news to you. Welcome you to another video of the day. In this video, a man of God, highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel and Prophet Shepherd Bushiri Major One, were teaching about visions and dreams and their interpretation. So let's go straight to this video as we learn the skills to interpret this dream. So if you are new, show us love by subscribing, liking, and sharing. God bless you. See you after the video.
So a lot of people don't get that. They think, if you have a vision and open vision,
you must stand somewhere and God has to come physically
and
speak and physical, and you have to hear him.
A dream is the greatest form of revelation. An open vision is the greatest form of sight.
Wow.
So a lot of people think a dream is something. A dream requires revelation, an addition of revelation to pull out what is in there. That's why people need an interpreter in everything that they do.
Wow.
If you look at the book of Daniel, it says, for he was given a skill to interpret. Notice, it doesn't say a gift. It says a skill. And the word there that appears there is sakar, the intelligence to know what the dream means. So some people are not given the intelligence to know. So you can't pray it out sometimes to be able to interpret dreams. You need to be schooled in it. So people kneel down and say, I want to know, God give me the ability to interpret dreams. No, they are skills in interpreting dreams. Sakar means it's something that is outside of the supernatural. It's just an ability. You're given the intelligence, the ability to know how to go around the technicalities of a dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, amazing. This is an amazing topic. Much of the birth of Jesus, as I was just speaking, I was just trying to remember and recall how Jesus was born. And this Jesus we're talking about here, he is not just a human being. He is actually God. But his birth is announced in dreams. And I'm trying to think, like, how many people do God speak to, yet they don't know it is God speaking to them? Now, and I may have a question from someone on the TV to say, but how do you know that this is God's dream and this is not God's dream? And how do you differentiate? Because we are living in the days, as the Bible says, we're living in the perverse and the crooked generation. And most of the times you find people with dreams will be, I have a spiritual husband, or I dream these bad things on all the times. Now, how can one person know the difference between God-given dreams and demonic-oriented dreams?
Of course, there are two ways. Number one, just ask the people who can interpret. Simple stuff. Don't try to do something
like right now. Right
now, you just ask.
Please take the email that is on your TV. Ask right now. I have this dream. Interpret for me.
We are going to be interpreting
that dream right here for you. All right.
So in fact, when we go for next break, people send their dreams. Send their dreams. We come back. We interpret dreams, and people will be sending live dreams, and
we're having thousands already now. They are sending their emails. We're having thousands sending the emails right now. Yes.
And also, if you look again in the book of Acts, so that we just cover a little bit, Acts chapter number 2, verse number 16, it says, "But this is that which was spoken of the prophet Joel, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh." And notice it does not say all spirit, it said all flesh.
So the spirit will be poured on all flesh.
All flesh, not all spirit.
Not all spirit.
Yeah, not all spiritual people.
Okay.
Everyone. Yeah. It now takes your chance to receive it and to get the Holy Spirit. "And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams."
Oh my God.
But before we go there, if you go to 1 John 2:12, it talks about spiritual age. So when you hear spiritual, your young men, it doesn't mean to say the age as normal age, like 1 to 12 or 140. It's not a spiritual age. How long have you experienced God? You see the difference in spiritual age. When you talk about natural age, it takes the years. It's the years that we count. But when we talk about spiritual age, we're talking about the experience that a person had with God, the maturity.
Yes.
Are you a nepios or a huyos? A nepios meaning spiritual babes, or a huyos, a mature. So now it says, but your old men, are the ones who dream dreams. So you see, there's a big difference there in dreaming dreams. There are two words that appear there, which is another word called honor and another word called an opinion. There are two words. The honor is simply the ordinary dream. So people can have ordinary dreams. Then we have an opinion, which means spiritual suggestions.
Yes, yes.
So only mature people in the Lord are able to even interpret what you got.
Oh my God.
So somebody can have an honor, which is actually an opinion, but it requires somebody who is already walking with God, like the prophetic that we move into, to be able to interpret what that honor means in an opinion way. Because it becomes heavier to the extent that an opinion is only gotten by those who are spiritually mature, the fathers. You see, we talk about spiritual fathers. You can be 20 years and be a spiritual father, or you can be 5 years in the things of God and be a spiritual father, depending on your maturity with Him. So a lot of people don't know the difference on the old men, the young men. It says, your sons and your daughters shall dream dreams. And the word honor there appears only 3 times in the Bible. The word an opinion, the dreams, appears twice. One is a negative and one is a positive. The one negative is when you're talking about in the book of Jude, when it's talking about you are going to have sensuous dreams or sensuous dreamings, as it says in the book of Jude.
Yes.
So it has got a positive and a negative. So your question was right. How does a person know that this is a negative one and a positive one? In everything that God does, it all centers on love.
Okay.
So if your dream doesn't end in you having a solution that leads people to Christ or leads to Christ, then you have a problem, because we all signs and wonders. Sign meaning to say a sign post to. It is to bring deliverance to.
Just there.
Yeah.
You just reminded me, somebody came to me and said, Major One, I have the gift of prophecy, and I'm standing there and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, each time I dream somebody's going to die, he dies.
Oh, that might be demonic. That might be a witch, that person.
And I'm standing there and I'm looking at this person, and the person is coming and says, for 8 times now, only
People
this year.
dying.
If I dream my uncle dies, he dies. And he's talking very, 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 he was actually proud that what he dreams of all dead people that he dreams them dying. And I asked him a question. I said, but why don't you also have
the ability to pray and reverse it?
The ability to pray and reverse it, number one. And number two, why don't you also see other things that are positive? Why all the times
dead people coming back to life?
Why is it all the times dead people? And I asked him, what other dreams do you dream? No. The only dreams are dreams about accidents and they happen. So really, there are some demonic dreams, so demonic oriented dreams, and I hope tonight you have to be delivered from those dreams, and you have to receive the dreams that have got
from God.
God in them, as He has said. And you also mentioned something that is very important. You spoke about. I want to understand that part so much. You spoke about the dreams that have got crust, that leads to crust. I don't know what that means, but I think
what it simply means is it has to have a solution. Remember, in the prophetic, God reveals in order to redeem. It always is the reason why you're getting that dream. Always is the reason. You can't just be dreaming, just being chased around by snakes every day, and you wake up, you have not killed the snake. They're just chasing you every day. That means the demons are actually speaking to you. But you have to wake up and say, God, I need a solution. I need a dream that can counteract what the devil is doing in my life. Now, you can't be having the negative every day.
All right. Maybe before we continue here, do you have a dream that you ever had that it had a huge impact or significance in your life, in your ministry, or in your business cycle, or in anything?
Yeah, I am. Even in the visions that we got, like when he declared about the Donald Trump, the American elections.
Yes.
That came first in a dream, and then it joined with a vision. So it was very difficult to receive because it's in a dream. Because your mind tells you an open vision is better than a dream. And
I remember when we were in New York City.
Yeah. And we even went there because
you took me to Trump building, Trump Tower, and you said, son, this man's going to be president. And you declared, you said, as a prophet.
Yeah, but you see, I got that in a dream.
All right.
Then because the mentality of even a prophet, even yourself or myself, is to think, let me get an open vision out of this first. But I declared it first after I saw it in a dream. Why? Because I knew how important dreams were. Then it got to the vision. Then to me it became serious. Now this double thing. Now there's a confirmation. Let there be 1 or 2 witnesses. Let the truth be established.
Oh, no. Before maybe continue, it may be too hard to some people to digest. You just spoken about open vision, and can you just explain what I'm trying to say? Okay.
There is a trance.
A trance, right?
Then there's
and
an open
what
vision.
is a trance?
Trance is when you are between sleep and being awake.
Uh-huh.
And you can actually induce a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You can actually let me give you one person.
So when you're trying to sleep, but you are not sleeping,
yeah, but
and you are not also,
you're conscious of your surrounding, but you're really not conscious.
And, this is so common to almost everyone.
Does that?
This happens to most people.
Yeah.
And you can't like you sing something. So what is that?
Okay, let me give you something that is in science that people can actually relate to, like the man that we call Thomas Edison.
Mm-hmm.
Who invented a whole lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That guy would actually sit on the deck of his house and sit in a chair, hold 2 like golf balls in his hands, and he would think of what to invent next until he got to a point where he was about to sleep and the balls would drop off his hands and they hit the floor. Then he wakes up. In that sentence, he picks up the pen to write whatever he's thinking. That's how he did most of his inventions. Because he's still between sleep and being awake. So he was trying to induce a trance without knowing it is a trance. For example, we talk about Jacob taking a stone and using it as a pillow. You can never use a stone as a pillow. That's too uncomfortable. But he is trying to induce a trance where he doesn't really completely sleep. He's between sleep and being awake.
You're going to make people now tomorrow to use a stone. You're going to make people now. You say, I'm going to
So, this is official. Don't use stones to try to get into a trance. It doesn't work.
So when Jacob used the stone,
it's inducing a trance.
All right. And he was in a state where he was not sleeping and was not awake. And
he's not looking for comfort too much. He's got a purpose he wants to hear.
That's true,
Yeah.
Most of the times I had a trance moments where
you were sleeping in a bed,
in a bad environment, or on a sofa,
Yeah.
I remember one time I was like, trying to race on a sofa, and I had this trance, and I was seeing a human being, coming towards me, and I met the same human being the following day.
And if you notice, you were uncomfortable for you to get there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But you see, let's reiterate this.
Go ahead.
It has nothing to do with being uncomfortable. You should have a gift behind you.
People will sleep on the sofas tonight.
But I think most of our viewers have experienced something like that.
Yeah, no, this is common.
When you are in an uncomfortable, then you have got what is called an open vision. An open vision is when you were standing here and all of a sudden the whole thing, like in the HICC, remember the vision I had when I'm prophesying to one guy who is raising a photo of his brother, and I saw a baboon sitting on an elephant, riding on an elephant.
Yes.
The whole church disappeared, and I'm left with an elephant and a baboon riding on an elephant. Imagine how, if you are not a prophet, how you would react. Nobody's with you. You just with a baboon riding on an elephant.
On top of an elephant.
Yeah.
That's it.
But as a prophet, you have to go back that, no, this is an open vision. I'm still among people here. I'm around people. Like one time you were in fact, I also did that. One time you were ministering to somebody and they rode there and you kept on ministering in the same direction because you're already in a vision and the person is rolling by the power of God away from you, but you can't see because you're already in an open vision. And we describe streets. When we describe streets of where people are going, people don't know what is taking place.
Prophetic direction.
We are in the street.
Yeah, moving.
Standing there and say we are moving here, we are moving there, and people think we
are in the church.
We just know we are in the church, but actually our members actually feel they are in the street.
That's true.
It's
physical.
When we tell people, you ate chicken yesterday, people think we're just seeing chicken. You test chicken. You actually test chicken. I'm testing chicken. So it's an open vision. It's an open vision. You are seeing things. It's happening.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button for alert on our future video. God bless you. Bye.